Today, we're diving deep into a story that's sure to send shivers down your spine. We're talking about the infamous Annabelle doll. Yes, you heard it right, the doll that has inspired numerous Hollywood horror movies. But what if I told you that the cinematic representation barely scratches the surface of the real horrors linked to Annabelle? In this video, we will unravel the 5 real-life events associated with this doll that are so spine-chilling, you might think twice before bringing a doll into your home. Our tale begins with a young, unsuspecting artist who happens to cross paths with Annabelle at an auction. Little did he know that his life was about to take an unimaginably dark turn. So, brace yourselves and let's dive into the eerie world of Annabelle. Do you believe in the supernatural? Picture a young artist whose world revolved around vibrant colors and beautiful imagery. One day he stumbles upon Annabelle at a dusty antique auction. An inexplicable force draws him to the doll, and he brings her home, blissfully unaware of the malevolent entity trapped within her. Suddenly, his canvas starts reflecting a different reality. His once vibrant artwork evolves into dark, disturbing pieces, brimming with macabre imagery. Friends and family notice the change, their concerns falling on deaf ears. The artist is entranced by Annabelle, convinced she is his muse. In his obsession, he dismisses the strange occurrences around him. The whispers in the night, the shifting shadows, the unexplainable chill in the air. He ignores them all. In a shocking turn of events, the artist, under the influence of Annabelle, paints the gallery with blood. Only when he sees the doll's glowing red eyes does he realize the sinister truth. The Warrens' Occult Museum, a place of intrigue and horror, was the next stop on Annabelle's journey. A band of curious teenagers, drawn in by the allure of the unknown, made the fateful decision to sneak into the museum after the sun had set, and the doors were locked for the night. Guided by the flickering light of their phones, they found their way to the glass display case that housed the infamous Annabelle doll. They laughed, they pointed, they mocked the supposedly possessed doll, their youthful bravado masking the fear that was slowly creeping up their spines. The museum responded. Lights flickered, then died. The echoing laughter of the teenagers was replaced by an eerie silence, punctuated by whispers that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. The teenagers found themselves separated, lost within the maze-like corridors of the museum, their only company the disembodied voices that seemed to know their deepest, darkest fears. One by one, the entity within Annabelle, malicious and cunning, twisted these fears into terrifying realities. The teenagers, stripped of their bravado, were forced to confront their innermost demons. Each chilling encounter was a brutal reminder of the power they had so foolishly underestimated. The dawn found the museum silent once more. Of the group that had dared to mock Annabelle, only one survived. Forever scarred by the night's harrowing events, she took it upon herself to expose the secrets that the Warrens' Occult Museum harbored. The tale of their night in the museum, of the power that resided within Annabelle, sparked a fierce debate. The world was forced to question the authenticity of the paranormal, the reality of the unseen, and the dangers of housing such potent artifacts. In the hushed whispers of the night, the doll named Annabelle stirred to life. In the heart of a quiet suburb, a family found themselves the unexpected heirs to a peculiar inheritance. A doll named Annabelle. A distant relative departed from this world had left behind this seemingly innocent plaything. Their young daughter took a liking to the doll, her innocent eyes failing to perceive the ominous aura that clung to it. She would cuddle it, whisper secrets into its painted ear, and never let it out of her sight. However, it wasn't long before the tranquil rhythm of their lives began to falter. Doors would slam shut without a breeze, objects would shift from their places when no one was looking, and the daughter, she started sleepwalking, her slumbering lips whispering conversations to an unseen figure. Little did they know, their lives were about to take a dark turn. As the nights grew longer, the unseen figure in their home became more restless. The doll, innocent in appearance, held a terrible secret. The tale of Annabelle is one that has been whispered in hushed tones for generations. This seemingly benign plaything was more than what met the eye. Deep within the porcelain shell, a vengeful spirit lay trapped, forever bound by a curse cast long ago. This spirit was not content to linger in silence, oh no. It yearned for freedom, yearned for a new vessel to possess. As the family began to peel back the layers of Annabelle's dark past, a chilling realization dawned on them. It wasn't the adults the spirit was after. It was their young daughter, the innocent child who had grown so attached to the doll. The spirit within Annabelle had set its sights on her, intending to use her as its new vessel. The tension escalated. casting a shadow over the once happy home. The spirit within Annabelle had found its new vessel, and it wasn't going to let go easily. In the face of darkness, they sought the light. The family, driven by fear and love, made a desperate decision. They called upon a priest, a beacon of faith and hope, to confront the vengeful spirit within Annabelle. The air grew thick with tension as the exorcism began. The priest, armed with holy water and sacred scriptures, started his battle against the unseen. The house echoed with Latin prayers, creating a symphony of faith against the backdrop of fear. The room was a whirlwind of raw emotions: terror, hope, desperation. The young daughter, the innocent victim in this terrifying ordeal, clung to her mother, her eyes wide with fear and confusion. The priest's voice grew louder, more commanding, as he challenged the spirit, demanding its departure from the innocent child's life. In the end, the spirit was expelled, leaving behind an eerie silence. Annabelle, now just a doll again, was a chilling reminder of the unseen dangers that can lurk in the most unexpected places. In the world of the unknown, he sought the truth. Meet our protagonist, a renowned paranormal investigator, seasoned yet skeptical. He's seen it all, or so he thinks. Drawn by the chilling tales of Annabelle, he decides to debunk the myths surrounding this innocuous-looking doll. Armed with cameras, sensors, and a hefty dose of disbelief, he steps into the world of the inexplicable. As the days morph into nights, our investigator finds himself grappling with occurrences that defy logic. Shadowy figures flit in the corners of his vision, eerie whispers echo through the silence, and an unseen presence lurks, always watching. The line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and he finds himself questioning not just his beliefs, but his very sanity. In this quest for truth, he stumbles upon something far more powerful than he ever anticipated. In the presence of Annabelle, he found a truth he could never forget, forever haunted by the echoes of the unseen. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to confront pure evil? In this tale of terror and determination, our protagonist, a young woman of unparalleled bravery, finds herself the unexpected recipient of an inheritance. This is no ordinary bequest, mind you. Alongside a seemingly innocent doll named Annabelle, she inherits a cryptic journal, the pages of which hold a chilling secret. Within the worn and weathered pages, she discovers a ritual, left unfinished, meant to trap a malevolent entity within the doll. A chill runs down her spine as she realizes the gravity of the situation. This isn't just about her. It's about everyone else who could fall prey to the entity's nefarious intentions. Driven by a desire to protect others, she embraces the challenge, her heart pounding with anticipation and fear. Fear not just for herself, but for the countless others who could be harmed by the entity's malevolence. She made a vow to finish the ritual and trap the evil within. What if the very evil you were trying to contain became aware of your intentions? A chilling thought, isn't it? As our brave heroine delves deeper into the cryptic ritual, the malevolent entity within Annabelle starts to stir, growing increasingly aware of her daring intentions. It's not going to be trapped without a fight. Like a predator sensing its prey, the entity begins to challenge her, testing her mettle with a series of terrifying encounters that would make even the bravest souls tremble. Each encounter, more disturbing than the last, forces our heroine to confront her own fears, her own vulnerabilities. It's a test of wills, a battle of courage against the face of pure evil. It's not just about trapping the entity, it's about facing the darkness within herself. The battles she fights are not just with the entity, but within her own mind and soul. She was not just fighting the entity, but her own fears, her own vulnerabilities. Could you stand your ground when faced with pure malevolence? The young woman found herself in the throes of a climactic showdown, the unfinished ritual hanging in the balance. Her resolve was as unyielding as iron. She would not be swayed, she would not be deterred. With a heart ablaze with determination, she pushed forward, successfully completing the ritual that had been left unfinished. The entity, a malevolent force of unimaginable power, was trapped back within the confines of Annabelle. The doll, an innocent facade for such a dark presence, was sealed away. The world was safe once more from its destructive reach, but the woman understood that this victory was not absolute. The threat, while contained, may never truly disappear. The darkness was held at bay, but it was not extinguished. Every shadow could hold a threat, every whisper in the wind could be a warning. She remained vigilant, knowing that the darkness was contained, but never truly gone.